Edition of the ILP Monitor report released Wednesday warns that without concrete financial and technical support, a great divergence in employment recovery trends between developed and developing countries will persist.
Labour market recovery, global labour market recovery in the course of this year, 2021, has actually stalled. It is flatlining. And that means that our estimates for the year in its entirety is that the hours actually worked this year will still be 4.3% below what were being worked pre-pandemic in the last quarter of 2019. So, we're looking at a global economy which looks like it's bouncing back, 5% growth or more, and yet labour markets are not getting back to where they were, and the deficit is very substantial.
In the third quarter of 2021, total hours worked in high-income countries were 3.6% lower than the fourth quarter in 2019. By contrast, the gap in low-income countries stood at 5.7% and in lower middle-income countries at 7.3%. This divergence is being driven by the vast inequities around vaccine access and availability, in addition to fiscal stimulus packages that have largely favoured wealthier countries. Estimates indicate that for each 14 persons fully vaccinated in the second quarter of 2021, that one full-time equivalent job was added to the global labour market.
We're seeing the rich world, and I would add China to that, bouncing back quite strongly. They are seeing a recovery which is significant. And yet for the emerging and the developing world, that is not the case. They are really not growing. In some cases, they're going backwards.
The ILO believes the imbalance could quickly be corrected through greater global solidarity around vaccines and estimates that if low-income countries had more equitable access, working hour recovery could catch up in just over one financial quarter. Sherman Bryceby's SABC News, New York.